Okay, so I'm just gonna start this video by saying I don't have any issue with people that work, normal like 9 to 5 jobs, but man, like they fucking suck, dude. Every single job that I have ever worked in my life, I don't think I've ever actually enjoyed. And I feel like that's pretty normal to say. And I get it. It's work. It isn't fun. Like, why is it gotta be that way, though? Because depending on the field that you're working in, you can experience, like, so much different shit, right? Like, you go into, like, construction, like, I used to work. You can go into fucking fast food and have to deal with assholes all day because you got their order wrong. You can go into fucking being a doctor, heal people, feel good about yourself. I don't fucking know. One thing that, unifies them all is the fucking bullshittery, I feel like. And what I mean by bullshittery, to clarify, is everything. Hours, fucking overtime, shit like that. Like, I gotta say, the job that I talked about in the other video is terrible. I already said they seem like a terrible company, but there are certain things that make these jobs feel even worse, and like why people don't want to fucking work them. So you got that specific job that I'm talking about, that I talked about in the previous video about that job experiences. That job, I don't know if I mentioned it in that video, but it had a thing called on the minute clock-in times. And again, I don't know how this works for other jobs, because I've never had a job that's like this with this. If you are not clocked in on the minute, and you could be even early, you can't even be early by a minute, or late, you get what's called an occurrence. When you first start that job, it's a 60-day probationary period. And for that 60-day probationary period, you have 3. You get 3, and then you're fired, essentially. There was a friend of mine that actually used to work at that fucking place, and he got fired because it was snowing, and he literally got snowed into his driveway, and he couldn't get to work. They fired him for that. Same shit schools are on with bullying, how you get fucking destroyed if you fight back, or whatever. That's the type of shit where that job was on, at least. And I gotta say, like, even my mom, dude. Like, my mom is a nurse, for anyone that wants to know or cares. My mom is a nurse, and she works herself like a dog, man. It's crazy. She would always come home and fucking bitch to me about, like, I guess bitch is not the right, I should be respectful. Rant. She used to rant to me and vent to me about how tired she was all the time. And bro, I get it, because I'm seeing all these videos talking about some fucking just got done for my, like, Medicaid or whatever shift or something, I don't know, and then it's like, it cuts, it like shows them and they're all happy and shit, and then it shows them in the car after their shift, and they look like the soul, like Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat just sucked their soul out of their fucking body. And like, I don't know, dude. I feel like if you gave 1,000 million everyone on Earth the chance to, like, make the kind of money they're making now, or more, or just minimum wage, and not actually have to do anything, I feel like a significant margin of people would take that. Like, am I wrong to say that? I don't think I am. And here's the thing. Like, obviously, working is nice to some people. And like I've said in previous videos, I used to do construction. I used to do landscaping and shit like that, and like concrete, asphalting. And, that works fulfilling in the sense that I get to, come home at the end of the day and be like, wow, yeah, I did some work. I did some good work. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, though, my whole life. I don't want to do that my whole life. I don't want to be fucking pushing like 40 and I'm like 35 years old, and because believe it or not, guys, 35 years old is not that old. Like, I'd be working with guys doing the same jobs as me, dude, and it's like, fuck, man, they're cooked at 35 years old. Some of them are doing well, but it's like other people, like, man, I don't know. It's terrible. It's terrible what I see. Not to mention the type of shit that fast food workers have to deal with. Because I see all these damn videos of people, like, torturing these guys, man. Like, absolutely torturing fast food workers. Just for the sake of a video. And I gotta say, like, if you do that shit for the sake of the video and, like, making, like, clicks and shit, you are scum of the earth. Same thing with the people that fuck with, like, Target workers and, like, Walmart people. You're a fucking asshole and you need to be removed off this planet within 3 seconds. You get all these fast food workers, like, fucking up people's orders and shit, and I kind of gotta wonder, like, maybe this is why, man. Because why would you put effort into a job that you fucking despise? A job that, like, you get fucking worked millions of hours for just soul-sucking fucking terrible work. Nobody wants to work a 9 to 5. Like, and if you say you do, I guess, bro. Like, I guess. Maybe some people do. And, some people, again, like I said, they're workaholics. People like to work. They like to get shit done. But that is the minority. And I'm gonna say it. Like, and that's the fucking truth. That is the minority. People don't want to work. Can you even blame them? Like, you got all these, like, boomers and shit bitching at people for, like, not wanting to work. And it comes down to, like, you wanna. Like, hello? You don't want to fucking work either, you fucking old, decrepit fuck. You're moving your arms and I'm hearing fucking, like, metal bending sounds because your ass is rusty. You're, like, 3 million years old. These fossils are trying to tell people they don't want to work. It's like, no shit. Not only is housing, like, $5 million, fucking trillion, billion dollars more than it was when your fucking ass was making money, but the actual amount we get paid is proportionally different too. It's just so much harder to get anything nowadays. It's harder. It is harder. And if your old fucking dying ass, like, withering away like a Minecraft fucking wither skeleton, your ass does not want to work either. Quit lying, dude. Quit lying. If you had the chance to retire right now with a shitload of money, motherfucker, you would. You would. Nobody wants to work. And I feel like that's, like, the goal of society. Like, am I wrong? To not have to work anymore. To not have to go to these soul-sucking 9 to 5s. I remember I used to do farm work, too. I used to be a farmhand. I had 2 farm jobs. I milked cows in a parlor, and then after that, I went and I was a farm hand, and I did, like, general farm shit. I worked the skid steers, fed the cows with the grain. I drove a tractor with the mixing bucket on the back. Just shit like that, bro. Like, I was just a general farmhand. And I got to say, that was my favorite job ever. It was. I loved that job. Because it was the same shit every day. Right? It was so peaceful going out onto the farm and just feeding the cows, getting in the skid steer, popping an earbud in, just letting that shit play while I'm, like, in the skid steer and putting the protein in, weighing out shit, mixing it up, bringing it to the cows. That shit was so calm, right? Like, if I had to work a job for the rest of my life, it'd probably be farm work. Because, like, farm work's, like, physically difficult, but unlike landscaping and construction, I don't have, like, a 40-year-old dude that still hasn't bought a house yet. Actual dude, by the way, that I'm talking about. Foreman that hasn't bought a fucking house yet, literally starting to push 50 here, and fucker still doesn't have a house. Or a wife. Or anyone. And then he's trying to come at me talking about some fucking work harder. I'm fucking dying. My bones are fucking exploding. Bro, shut up. I fucking hated that guy. I actually have the story to tell about this fucking fuck. You know who you are if you see this video. I'm never working for your company again. Fuck you. Prick. This fucking motherfucker. Alright? We're driving one of the work trucks back. And this is like, I don't know what time of day. Does it even fucking matter now? So we're driving one of these work truck backs, and it's one of the old ones. It's one of the old ones. If you guys have worked at like mom and pop little construction landscaping places or shit like that, you know, or any like farm, you know what a work truck is, and like, you know, these shits come from like the Mesopotamian era fucking type shit. Like, you know what these trucks are. So I think we're driving one of these trucks, and this bitch is old, right? So as we're driving down the road, the guy driving it, Alan, he gets out of it. Well, not gets out of it, but he looks out the fucking window and he notices, we start to smell like smoke or some shit. So he looks out the fucking window. Come to think of it, somehow magically, the fucking oil line ripped and it was dangling out of the window and was spraying oil onto the side of the fucking truck all the way down the highway. And that's what we were smelling and hearing. So we pull over to the side of the road, call everyone. They come out there. Look, he just said his name. We're going to cut that out. The foreman comes out, and this is not the first time he's done this shit. So my reaction is just let you know. My reaction is I did my reaction for a reason. So this guy comes out, and we're all sitting on the bed of the truck, you know, talking about what we're gonna do, how we're gonna get it out of the middle of the side of the highway. So I noticed, because we got an app on our phone to clock in to work, and I'm like, oh shit, dude, my phone's at like 10%. My shit's gonna die if we have to be out here, and then I'm not gonna be able to clock out. So I wait until everyone's done talking, and I turn to this guy, the foreman. I turn to this guy, and I'm like, hey, by the way, like, not to interrupt or anything, but my phone is about to die, so you might have to clock me out. Just letting you know. Like, that's almost word for word what I said. And this guy, like, looks at me like I just killed his fucking dog. Like, I'm not even kidding you. We're sitting in the bed and he's like this. Let me try it. He's like this. He's talking and he looks at me, and then the moment I say that, he's like this. And then he proceeds to actually, like, start chewing me out. Like, screaming at me. A grown 40-year-old man starts yelling at me over this. And he's saying some shit like, I don't give a damn about your phone problems, blah, 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 blah. Just genuinely, like, fucking being an absolute child about this shit, right? So I get sick of it, and I start yelling back. And I know I shouldn't have done that. I don't fucking care. And I didn't care at the moment either. And I'm not on some, like, nonchalant shit either, where, like, I'm saying, like, I don't care about anything, and, like, no one can talk shit to me. I'm not on some, like, nonchalant shit when I say that. But at the moment, I was just mad. So I start going back off on him, and I start saying, like, oh, fucking nothing is this serious. Like, why are you acting like this? Crashing out. Absolutely insane. You know, I'm crashing back. He threatens my job, of course, because, you know, that's what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Fucking asshole. Like, actually. Oh, God, I hate this guy. No, he's a fucking prick, dude. Like, how are you going to have the balls to yell at somebody, and when they yell back, instead of actually having something to say, you're just going to threaten their job? Oh, 40-year-old unk-ass behavior going on over here from this foreman, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. He knows who he is, too, bro. But at the end of the day, dude, he did apologize. I don't know if he wanted to, though, but he did. He texted me and apologized, and I apologized back. But still, that doesn't stop the fact that the altercation happened in the first place over this, and that he was being a dick. And, like, that literally low-key, like, ruined the whole day. Like, people don't want to work jobs for shit like this, because this doesn't even happen in just construction. You got plenty of, like, office jobs and shit where, like, employee harassment happens and shit. It's just like fucking nobody wants to work anymore because of this shit. So why would you make them? Why would you make them? I don't really got much else to say than that. I just wanted to talk because, bro, I hate jobs, dude. Like, I don't think I'm the only one. I'll see you or something, bro. I don't even know.